ọpẹ́ ló yẹ mí, ojoojúmọ́ ni màá ṣọpẹ́ fún ìfẹ́ tèmi. Ọ̀rẹ́ mi, olólùfẹ́ mi, ọpẹ́ ló yẹ mí. Diamond girl, African baby, ọpẹ́ ló yẹ mí.
Hi guys!
Hey people!
Welcome back to our channel.
Ope and Ayo.
Ayo and Ope.
And together we are called
Ayope.
One United.
One accord.
Because two are better than one.
Of course.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're very excited.
As always. I think we're always excited, Nene.
As always. I'm particularly excited about this month.
Me too, I'm excited.
Because we know it's the month of the lovers. Okay. It's the month where I get spoiled as well.
It's the month where I get over spoiled. Wow. Am I lucky to have a husband like I am?
Sorry, who is spoiling you?
The spoiling.
May you not be disappointed in this season.
May you not fall hand in this season.
May you not be disappointed in this season.
May you not flop this season.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're excited about this month, the month of February, and obviously we know that Valentine's Day is fast approaching.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some people say this is a really, you see how we're excited? Yeah, some people say this is a really bad month for them. It's expensive, it's unnecessary.
But this, does it really have to be? Anyways, let's not even start another vlog. It doesn't necessarily have to be expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, and maybe that's why we're doing this, because possibly this can actually help someone.
Yeah, and actually, on that little topic there, you can actually go back to our last vlog that we did last year. Valentine's Day.
I think it was 2 years ago.
Oh, was it 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Every day should be Valentine's Day.
Every day.
So you can have that as a pre setter before you start this.
I mean, every day should be Valentine's, but then the Valentine's should now be, you know, a bit special. Anyways,
let them watch that vlog.
Okay.
Let them watch that one.
Watch that vlog. Ladies and gentlemen, today we want to start a new series, and it's something that has been, it's something that has been. It's something that has been on the radar for quite some time now.
Yeah, actually.
I mean, we wanted to do it. The first time we wanted to do it was almost 2 years ago. Okay, but for some reason we didn't do it then.
Maybe we were supposed to learn more.
Yeah, and probably God did not want us to do it then because we were probably still learning about a few things for us. Okay,
definitely.
But now it's a time to share, and we feel like this is the best time to share this. So what are we talking about today? Today we are talking about the topic, the love language. No, is it the love language? The language of love. We want to talk about the importance of love languages.
Yeah.
Importance of love languages. Okay.
We stress the word importance.
Importance.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So let us start as usual from where?
The Genesis.
Let us start from the Genesis. Okay. Let us lay the foundation and then we build up as usual. So what exactly is a love language, or what is a love language to you?
Question. Big question. Love languages to me is the way you communicate your love. So that's in speaking it, in receiving it, the way you show your love to your loved ones.
To your loved ones.
Yeah.
Exactly. Your loved ones. So that could be a spouse, a child, sibling, parents, you know, friends, anyone.
Yeah.
So literally the love language is how you express love.
Your love.
Okay?
Yeah.
How you speak love, how you show love, okay? Or how you tell a love story to someone that you love, isn't it? Yeah. So that's what a love language means. Very in simple terms.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, because we're using the term language, okay, I'm just reminded of so many things. I'm reminded of when we actually speak language. Like if I speak French, okay, and you speak English.
It's funny that you picked French that you can't speak.
I mean, I speak French a little bit.
Okay.
You know.
Comment ça va?
Ça va bien.
Well, that's where you flopped, because I said comment ça va. That's a different language.
It's
altogether.
comment ça va. I thought
that's what I'm saying. So you don't speak French. Don't worry, my French people, I got you. See how I tricked him there?
I knew what you were doing. Please go and rest. Anyway, so imagine I speak French and she didn't understand French, and then you speak English and I didn't understand English. Yeah.
And we're in a relationship. It is difficult for us to communicate, isn't it? Yeah, funny enough, that actually reminds me of a story. So they used to say...
Sorry. Okay.
So they used to say, like, when people, like, are accused of a sham marriage. So a sham marriage being it's fake. Yeah, arrangee. So
not all arrangees are sham.
if it's arranged, is it not sham? Oh, okay.
Necessarily.
Okay. True. Okay, true. But anyway, in this case, so you'd have two people from two different countries. Let's say from Spain and France, and they would say that they're in a relationship. Meanwhile, the Spanish one cannot speak French and the French one cannot speak Spanish. How do they communicate? In courts, they will ask them, how do you communicate? These people will say the language of love. They will actually say the language of love. But it's see how you're laughing? It's unbelievable, because the fact is, to communicate, you need a common ground. You need a united front where you can understand each other. So if Spanish and French and none of you speak that common ground, then you're not able to communicate. The thought process behind it for the judges, how can you maintain your relationship if you cannot communicate? And that's the same thing with love languages. How will you speak love to each other?
How will you communicate love? Okay, and that's what we're saying. So that's why language is so important. And I'll tell you what, I was studying the scripture. I was telling Michaela a story actually.
Okay.
So I was reading her storybook, and then we were reading about the story of the Tower of Babel. Okay, and when I was reading the story, something very important, struck me that I never actually saw before. And then I now went to my own Bible to read the story, and I just want to quickly read that verse or that line to you very quick. Okay, I've got my glasses on. Yeah.
Superman.
Now Superman. No, I'm now Clark.
Clark Kent. Yeah, true.
I'm now Clark. So let me go. It's in the book of Genesis. Sorry, the Bible app is just loading. So Genesis chapter 11 and verse... What verse is it? Let's read from verse 5 actually. Basically, the people were building the Tower of Babel. Let's say, but the Lord came down to look at the city. I'm reading the NLT. That's New Living Translation, by the way. The Lord came down to look at the city and the tower the people were building. And what did God say? God said, look, the people are united, and they all speak the same language. He said, after this, nothing they set out to do will be impossible for them. And then in verse 7, he said, come, let's go down and confuse them. No, and confuse the people with different languages. Then they wouldn't be able to understand each other. Yeah? So two things struck me there. Number one was, if there was that understanding of the languages, then there is nothing impossible for you. And the way I see it is, if you both understand your love languages,
the unity, you'll just merge.
You will be united. And literally, these guys were building the Tower of Babel. Literally, you'll be building your home. You'll be building your relationship to like, you'll be building skyscrapers. That was the revelation I got from here.
Skyscrapers of love.
Skyscrapers of love.
More deep.
You get...
More deep. More deep.
You get the gist.
Yeah.
So, and this is why love languages are so important. So literally what we want to do with this video is just set the scene right and lay the foundation, because some people don't believe in love languages.
It's funny you say that. Some people actually say all this love language stuff is just theory. It's just, words put together by Gary Chapman, because it's actually a term coined. The Languages of Love by Gary Chapman.
5 languages.
So if you like, you can go and look for the book and read it. It's actually a good read.
There's even many things online about it.
Exactly. So people say that it's not true, but when you now read the book and you now look back on your behavior and you look at your spouse's behavior and you're like, this is not coincidence. This is not coincidence. There is a truth to this.
There's actually a truth to it. And, so still speaking about the love language, or speaking about languages, I remember when we were in Tunisia. So we were in Tunisia. This was for our honeymoon, I've taken this woman around the world.
Hey!
I've taken her to places. I wish.
And more places to come.
More places. So we're in Tunisia for our honeymoon, and what language do they speak there? Anyways, they didn't understand English.
So I'm glad we didn't answer that, because
I can't remember. And so wherever we went to, the first question we would ask anyone was, do you speak English?
And that's how I will do it as well.
Because
do you speak
Because
English?
I was frustrated when you're speaking to people and they just don't understand. So we started looking for people. There was even one time we were looking for directions. You can't just be asking someone for directions. You need to know, excuse me, sir, excuse me, ma'am, do you understand English?
And say, English? No. Like they get your hopes up. English?
Like
No.
literally, you're pricing stuff. We went to the market one time and I was trying to negotiate, with this guy that didn't really understand English. So basically what I wanted to say here was, when we were in the market and we were trying to negotiate, I don't know if you remember, and then this guy that didn't even understand English or understand what we were saying, he was just like calling us and saying, look, same color,
my color.
Yeah.
So to me as well, when you said that, baby, that just brought about that idea that on the surface, it looked like we had a united front because we're the same color. He was like, come and buy with me, we are the same color. And in some people's relationship, you look at them, you're like, oh, wow, couple goals, they're doing their thing. But behind closed doors, they're not syncing, they're not merging because they're not speaking the same. It's not that you have to speak the same language of love, but you need to understand each other's love language.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought about when you said that, my color.
My color, like, oh yes,
you guys merge.
You guys look good together. Fine boy, fine girl, 6-pack,
flat belly.
flat belly. And all of that is there. Like this guy was saying, my color. But then, this guy, we had a communication problem with him because he didn't understand our language and we didn't understand his language. The same thing with that couple that looks like these guys are so good together. The reason why, or one of the reasons why they might be having issues, is because they don't understand their love languages. So they have the same color, they are in sync, they are fine,
they have the same color
body
in
goals.
quotes.
Yeah,
so
color in quotes.
Before people come and start saying that it's color in quotes, we are not racist.
Okay.
No, because people can.
Yeah, you get the gist.
You get the gist.
Okay, so we're just stressing the importance of love languages. And as I was saying, so not everyone knows it or not everyone believes in it. Some people think it is theory. I have actually met people like, good Christians, men of God, women of God, that feel, that's just, anyway, you can.
When did you first come across it, baby? Love languages?
I was in uni, I was in like my second year of uni.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was my second year of uni, so I was like, I don't know, maybe like 19-ish. And I actually remember having a conversation with one of my friends a while back now, and what he was saying was that the only language that African women understand is money.
Yeah.
He literally said it in those words. He said, oh, this love language is now rubbish. That's me speaking pidgin. That's exactly how he said it. This love language is rubbish. The only language that a Nigerian woman understands is money.
He's shaking the money table.
I mean, perhaps.
No.
He's shaking it. He thinks he's shaking, but
no, you can't. I think that's a sweeping generalization, and I think that is the perception that people have of Nigerian women.
Unfortunately, now that's not true. And the reason why it's not true is because in as much as money talks, we understand that. Money talks, and that can actually be someone's language. If a man, or by the time a man is generalizing that, you're saying that all women, all they want is money. And now you're now with a woman, your girlfriend.
Doesn't necessarily want your money.
Who is not interested in money, or who money is not her language, or gifts is not her language. So you feel like, I'll just keep lavishing her with gifts,
But that doesn't mean anything to her because she doesn't want gifts. She wants your time. She wants you. She wants you to reassure her or affirm her. So
you're just there.
Effort. You're wasting your effort. Meanwhile, in your mind, you are putting in the most effort.
Yeah.
You are putting in effort.
And what happens in cases like that is, I feel like I'm doing so much, and then I feel
what do you want? This woman,
Like, what else can I do for you? I bought you a new car. I flew you to Dubai. I did this shopping for you. I put 2 million naira into your business.
Wow,
I gave you another 10 million for this.
Man, wow.
And then what happens is, this woman still feels, but you're always on business trips.
You don't have time for me.
Like, every weekend you're out, you're traveling for business meetings, okay? And I need that time with you. But because his perception about African woman
Is money, money, money.
is money. He feels, oh, I am fulfilling my obligation. I am showing her love. I am speaking her love language. But he has not taken out time to find out what her love language is. Now, this is the importance of love language. This woman is now frustrated.
Finding the love language. Finding finding the right love language. And like we said earlier, it might not be the same as yours. Some people are lucky that, you know, they both have the same love language, but some people,
to be honest,
don't.
even when you're lucky that you have the same love language, I feel like that is even more difficult. But we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later. Yeah.
We haven't even mentioned the love languages.
No, they know the love languages now.
Do people know the love language? Someone in the back said they don't know the love language.
Okay.
Let's mention the love languages. You have physical touch. You have acts of service. Stop. Oh. Acts of service. Words of affirmation.
Quality
time and
gifts.
Valentine. Valentine. Let me be your Valentine. Okay.
So you find out that they're having issues, and then what happens is this woman is not happy, yeah? So I'm not happy because my husband is never there.
But she doesn't know why she's not happy, and everyone else is saying you have no right to not be happy.
Preach. So people are now saying, you must be crazy.
You must be mad. Are you okay?
Like, so her friends or neighbors
or her mother. But Kilomanshi Omode now. Sorry to anyone who's for like but you know in the Yoruba movies, Folake. Come on, don't be ungrateful.
And Folake is just like, oh, this man is and then the woman is like, or her mom or her friends are like, this man is giving you everything you want. This man, I wish I could have a man like this, you know, that can spoil me with money, that can buy me so many gifts. Now, here's the point. This man is giving everything you want. He's doing everything you want. But the one thing, he's not doing the one thing you need. He's doing everything that he thinks you want, but he's not doing the one thing you need. Because the one thing you need is the words of affirmation, for example. The one thing you need is that quality time with him. And then the marriage has problems.
Yeah.
The relationship has issues.
Yeah.
Because the woman has not maybe understood her love language, and the man has not been able to interpret and also find out what her love language is.
And this is why it's important. I've heard it before and I thought, oh, how's that possible? But it rings true every time. Be a student of your spouse. Learn the ins and outs of your spouse. What makes them happy, what makes them unhappy, what makes them tick. How to, you know, do this in a certain way. Once you're a student of your spouse, and you know, a student never stops learning. A real student never stops learning.
Preach.
So once you're a student of your spouse, it will not be easy, but it will be easier.
So what did you learn? What have you learned from me last week?
From you?
In the last week.
In the last week. Yeah. I learned not to. Anyway, let me not talk.
You learned what?
Let me not talk, baby. Let me not expose us. Let me not expose us. It's a vlog for another day. It's a vlog for another day. But yeah, just like you said that as well. Sorry, I have to add, because the perception of some women as well is that, oh, he's a man, so he wants physical touch. He wants physical touch, so, you know, I'm just gonna make myself available and just, you know, just.
That is actually key.
But sometimes all your man wants is, wow, baby, I'm so proud of you. I appreciate what you're doing for this family. He just wants those words of affirmation. He wants those words of affirmation because out there, the world is saying so many things to men, like especially to black men. They tell them so many things. They come with that heavy load. You as a woman, you should be able to just take that heavy load, plop it somewhere and replace it with something good.
Now, that could actually be one of his love languages, but it might not be his primary love language. Okay, which is why it is important to find out. So you have the primary love language, which is the most dominant one. Okay, this is the one that I feel like if you do this for me, I know that, okay, yes, of the truth, you do love me. And you're telling me that you love me. Okay, now the other things are also there, which I want, which are nice to have, but I have my primary one. So it is important to learn to speak the primary love languages. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I think we're going to draw the curtain here. I'm very excited about this.
Me too.
And we can't wait to share more because we actually want to share our personal stories with you.
And how we learnt.
Because this woman, it was tough.
This man.
There's nothing you can do to please her. There's nothing you can do to please. You give her this one, she just say, okay. You give her this one, you say, okay. But this is what
baby.
So it took me a while.
It took you a while.
To learn her love language.
Me, I'm still learning. Because as we do one, he changes to another language. As we do another, he changes to another one.
But now I've learned how to speak it. So now I know how to catch up.
Baby, a student is always...
He's always learning. And we're going to share more about that in the subsequent videos.
Yeah.
Okay? So I think it's been a good one. And I think you guys at least have a high level overview of what love languages are.
I think sorry to cut you, baby. I think what should be done is...
Excuse me. Can I just... Why is she always cutting me and saying sorry to cut you?
Sorry.
Why don't you know... What?
I love you.
I'm joking. Yeah.
So I think what you guys should do, I think what would be good is by the time the next vlog comes, even this one, watch it with your spouse. Secondly, Google Gary Chapman love languages. Yeah. We'll try and find the link so that you can kind of find out what your love language is as well. And
we'll put it in the bio. So take the love language test.
Yeah.
So take the love language test.
Yep.
And I'll say when you're taking the test, please be honest with yourself. Don't try to be who, because sometimes you're taking the test and then you want to tweak it a little bit. Just be honest about when you're answering the questions. And it will actually tell you what your primary love language is. And that way, you take it from there.
Do the test though, or else you get detention next week.
Do the test and don't get zero.
Don't get
pass.
zero, exactly.
Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the channel, we're Ayope and Ayo, or Ayo and Ayope, and together we're called Ayope. We want to welcome you to our channel. Thank you for joining on. Now what we want you to do is also subscribe to our channel, and we're singing a song for you as soon as you subscribe now. So we'll give you like 5 seconds to subscribe.
Yes, subscribe.
Well done. So you're welcome to the family. Thank you for subscribing. Now what we're going to do is we're going to sing a welcome song just to welcome you. To welcome you into the family, into this happy family. When we sing this welcome song, we're only singing the latter part.
Oh yeah.
There's actually
a full is it a full single? You can buy it on... No, I'm joking.
Like, okay, so maybe we should actually try and sing it. We've not sung it in a while. Very good. 1, 2, 3, go.
Sisters, you are welcome. Welcome to this joyous family.
Oh, brother.
Come on.
And you are welcome. You're welcome to this glorious family.
Okay. We're glad you came, we welcome you. We hope you learn a thing or two as you join us on this journey through marriage, faith, and life.
Said we're glad you came.
We're glad you came, we welcome you. We hope you learn a thing or two as you join us on this journey through marriage, faith, and life.
Marriage, faith, and life, say.
Marriage, faith, and life.
Marriage, faith, and life, say.
Marriage, faith, and life.
Marriage, faith, and life, say. Marriage, faith, and life. Welcome you guys. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for subscribing.
Guys.
Have yourself a lovely Valentine's. Okay, share with us some of your stories if you don't mind. Let us know how your Valentine's Day went, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye,
God bless you.
guys.
Bye.